What's up, Thenx athletes? Today I'm going to show you a six-pack abs workout.
So in this video today, I'm going to be showing you the complete guide on how to get a six-pack.
Abs. Those 6 elusive little muscles that men of all ages, races, and body fat percentages are in search of.
Harsh title, I know. You'll never have abs. But I may not be talking to you.
I'm going to split this video into 3 main parts. Number 1, why you don't have six-pack abs right now. Number 2, the main exercises you need to do to get a six-pack. And number 3, diet and nutrition. It's that simple. Now, if you listen to what I'm telling you and stick with it, there's no reason why you shouldn't have six-pack abs within a matter of months. And if you don't, leave a dislike. So if people in the future come across this video, they know that it's telling you the information that you actually need and not like one of the million videos out there which doesn't tell you anything. Starting with the first part, you may have tried working out, doing sit-ups, planks, restricting calories, and still no results. And you may be asking yourself, why? Why can't I actually see my abs? Well, there are 2 reasons. Reason number 1, your body fat's too high. Now this is what everyone talks about, but what does it actually really mean? Everyone talks about that magic number where your body fat is low enough to where you can actually see your abs. Around 13% is what most people will tell you, but I want you to forget this. The truth is that your genetics and reason number 2, your muscle mass, have a massive role in this. And that's why you'll see some people with around 15% body fat have a massive defined set of abs, whereas other people will need to be around 10% to really see any definition at all. When you lose body fat, you don't just lose it from the body part you just worked out. For example, if I do a set of bicep curls, I won't just lose body fat from my biceps. This is known as spot reduction and is scientifically been proven to not really work. When you lose body fat, it's up to your hormones and your genetics to determine where you're actually going to lose body fat from. For example, most people lose body fat from primary sites such as your calves, your arms, your shoulders, and also your face. And as you guessed it, stomach fat is a secondary site. And that's why people always say that it's the first thing to come and the last thing to go. And that is why when you see bodybuilders on a bulk, they would have lost all their ab definition within a month. However, if you make it to the end of this video, you might have a small idea on how to keep your abs all year round like me. Back to reason number 2, muscle mass. Now it is quite difficult to build enough ab mass to see your individual abs. This takes time. How long, you might be asking? Around 3 to 4 months. And maybe even longer, bordering on 6 to 7, depending on where you are right now. And that's the truth. It doesn't happen overnight. And that is why you'll see a lot of people with a general outline, but no actual separation and definition. Believe it or not, your abs aren't individual separate muscles. They're actually one sheet of muscle called the rectus abdominis that's separated by tendons which cause the pack-like appearance. It's up to your genetics to determine how many packs you got and if they're symmetrical. And that's what I find the beauty in it. Everyone's different. Believe it or not, some people aren't actually born with a six-pack. Look at Arnold. He only had 4 and no amount of training was actually going to get him 6. Some people are even born with more and you'll see 8 packs and 10 packs around. But it's up to you to see how many abs you've got. Now, for the next part of this guide, I'm going to give you 5 different exercises, each targeting a separate part of your core, which will help build the full picture. For each exercise, there's going to be 3 different variations, an easy, a medium, and a hard, and it's up to you to decide which one you want to do. Now let's go. now for the last part, diet and nutrition. Now, everyone goes on about the fact that abs are made in the kitchen. Well, that's only partly true. The truth is, yes, diet and nutrition are important, but mostly for the fat loss component. Maintaining a solid set of defined abs is more to do with the actual amount of muscle mass you have, although yes, diet and nutrition are obviously important in that as well. So what do you need to do? People will tell you to macro, count calories, eat clean, don't eat junk, fast, don't fast, do this, do that. But what's the actual truth? There is no cheat code. Some things work and some things work less. But what we do know is that it comes down to a simple equation. Calories in versus calories out. It's simple maths. As long as you're burning more calories than you're putting into your body, you're going to be losing fat. So how can we abuse this? Well, there is no way around it. As simple as it sounds, working out more and eating less is the most you can really do. However, if you want abs in the quickest way possible, here are a few golden rules that you've got to follow. Number 1, don't snack in between meals. And this means no crisps, chocolates, cereal bars, and if you really want to be strict with it, even fruit. Although I do advocate you do have fruit with meals to get in your micronutrients. Number 2, increase your protein intake and decrease either your carbs or your fat intake. This has been cited by so many different studies, which shows it allows you to build the quickest amount of muscle in the shortest amount of time, which is as important as fat loss. This doesn't mean you need to jump on a ketogenic diet or anything like that. You can have all 3 macronutrients. It's up to you to decide which one you want to cut down on, depending on which one you function better on, out of your carbs and your fats. Number 3, only drink water. People underestimate how many calories they consume from just drinks alone. In 1 can of Coke, there's 39 grams of carbs, all coming from sugar, and maybe once or twice every few days, you can see how much this adds up over a certain amount of time. Think about it. Number 4, intermittent fast. Now this is slightly controversial as the data isn't 100% there on all the benefits due to the fact that there's so many different variables such as the window that you're fasting in. In my experience, this is the best way to guarantee that you're ketogenic and in that ketogenic window as long as possible. Now, this guide has all the info you really need to build abs. Of course, there's always more that can add here and there, but the core principles remain the same. However, the biggest variable hasn't been talked about yet. And what is it? It's you. Sticking with it and finding that inner motivation is the hardest part. And I can't tell you how to do that. That's something you got to do yourself. But what I can tell you is getting into shape has changed my life, my confidence, the way I talk to people, even my outlook. And these are all things that will change on your journey. Everyone talks about that one moment where things changed and they turned that switch on. And hopefully, this is that moment for you. All I got left to say is good luck.